Hey everyone, okay, so a few months ago, good few months ago, I spoke about a company which is probably my favorite makeup brand to date, which was called Merit Beauty. Now, as some of you may or may not realize, I have deleted the video. I had a few issues with getting an order to myself, and it was problematic and left a kind of issue in my mouth with regards to it. But the truth is, it still was my favorite makeup brand. And I also felt in hindsight that I didn't handle the situation myself particularly well. So I want to revisit Merit because I recently just placed an order for them because I missed them. I missed using the products because I was certainly running low. It was all almost out, and I placed it on express shipping and it just arrived the next day. No issues whatsoever. We all have troubles, believe me, we all have problems. You know, things happen, so we just get over it and get on with it. So what I'm going to do is show you an entire face of full Merit. This isn't sponsored, by the way. They've never sponsored me at all. And because it is such a great brand. So we'll start with the skin prep. Now there are two options. There is the original, which is Great Skin. And they've got this new one called Great Skin, which is a moisturizer. Now they can be combined. However, if you have normal to oily combination skin, the serum, you need to shake it, is the one to go with. If you have very dry skin, then you can combine it with the Great Skin moisturizer. But we won't be using that because my skin is oily. So you need to shake it because it's a bi-phase product. And I'm going to place 2 pumps into the palm of my hand, and it is a very wet, oily product. Now, spread this over the entire face. And as it goes on, you'll get this kind of very slip, almost like oil and water feeling on the skin. That is what you want. Do not let it absorb. This is important when it comes to the blending. So next will be the hero product, which is the stick. Now this is your minimalist stick. It is a foundation stick. Now it has light to medium coverage. But if you're going to do this all over your entire face and make it a full coverage product, you're defeating the purpose of doing this. It is supposed to even out the skin tone sheerly. Now, when I said that you need to have that slip on the skin, it's important because the product works best when there's slip. So I'm going to just add a tiny bit more of that Great Skin serum. And now we'll apply the minimalist stick. I'm going to apply stripes, 3 on the forehead, 2 on each cheek, as you can see, and then just across the nose. I do not need more product than this, although we might go into the inner corners. I'm going to take this double-ended brush. Now, I haven't released this yet, and I may never. We will see. But I thought I'd show it. And now you're just going to blend this in. Now, the trick here with this product is you're not trying to see a flawless, poreless, freckleless mannequin effect to the skin. You're just trying to even it out and make it look slightly more beautiful than what you've got. This is why I love this foundation, because it just looks exactly like your skin. Now I'm using shade Sand here, and I'm just going to go in to the inner corners and then just blend this with my finger just to brighten up this inner corner. Now this will last you a very, very long time, providing you use it as instructed. It is my favorite product. So now we're going to bronze the skin. So I'm going to use shade Leo. And here it is. We'll take this off and turn it up. And here you've got the bronzer. Now I'm going to do a couple of stripes down the sides here, and just over the nose. I'm not trying to contour, I'm just trying to add dimension. Now when I blend this, you will see it is a second skin. You've got a sheer to light formula here that instantly blends into the skin and looks like skin. So these products are pretty much foolproof. And I just want to reiterate again, because I've spoken about this brand many a time, how much I love it because of the simplicity. But sometimes when you gush about products or brands, it can feel a bit QVC-ish. I promise you, there's nothing sponsored in this video, nothing at all. So now we've done that, it's time for my favorite part of makeup, blusher. I'm going to use this color here. It's called Rouge. It's bright red, but it's a universal color that will work for everyone. Now you can see this starts out round, so I've used a lot of it, but it's so good. Now I like a bright pink face, so I'm going to start on the forehead, nose, and I'm going to go onto the cheekbones, and then I'll just take that double-ended brush again, because it pretty much does everything, and I'm just going to blend this in. And I'm blending it in more in these stippling motions to begin with, just to displace the color. And it's such a universal color because it's so bright and pretty. And here I'm going to just really go back and forward and then pushing it up, because I like there to be quite a lot of color in the forehead because I think it looks really pretty and flushed. And now I'm going to go down and back, so that it's all, look how pretty that is. So it's just a part of the skin. And I also like to just take a little bit and just place it on the outside corners of the eye, just to give it a little bit more color. So next up, I wouldn't normally do this myself because generally speaking, this is where I kind of tap out, but we're going to use a bit of highlighter. Now these highlighters don't contain any glitter or sparkle. They just contain light. I'm going to pop it on the higher points and then just blend that in. I'm just going to use my finger because why not? And I just want a little bit. Now every product here so far has been Merit, and we will finish off with just a touch of powder. Now they don't do a setting product as yet, I'm sure they will. Let me show you eyeshadows, I haven't got those, hang on. Oh. So, we won't be doing eyeshadow, but their eyeshadows are singles, and these are a cream to powder formula that last. Now I like the fact that they're just a single eyeshadow. You can use your fingers or a brush. And when they go on, so let me show you that color here. And I'll show you this other one called Brun, which is the same color. I picked up two the same. Okay, sorry. This next one is called Studio. And this is a lighter brown, so you can see it here. And there you go. Now these will become budge proof once they set. And what's good about these is just the fact that there's no complicated eyeshadow. One color, swipe it over your lid. Congratulations, you're done. So next up, let's do the brows. We'll put on a tiny bit of mascara and then we'll just mattify slightly. Okay, so I'm going to use the brow product. Now they've got two brow products. This is 1990, I believe it's called. I think it is, and it's in shade blonde anyway. And I'm just going to start to look where it's more sparse and just fill this in. I don't want it to be overly groomed, but it just fills in nicely. They've got a standard pencil, which I've got. It's really nice, but I just think this for me is perfect because it's easy, it goes on nice, and it thickens the brow slightly. And I did mention, I believe, that this shade is called Blonde, but it just adds a nice bit of subtle definition to the brows without making them look overdone. Now, by the way, the balm, you can actually use this on your lips just to give a kind of hint of color. Now you're not going to see the full effect of this mascara because I'm going to knock off the bulk of it on the back of my hand because I have to go out and I'm not really comfortable with mascara on. So you can see I've knocked it off. But what I want to do is just make the lashes a fraction darker, because it just makes the whites of the eye look better. I mean, it's barely anything, but it just opens it up. And to finish things off, this is the only product that will not be from Merit. I'm just going to take a little bit of a pressed powder, and all I'm going to do is just take down the shine in the center of the face. I'm sure they're going to come out with something to set with, but by just taking it down in this center point, it just looks a bit better, a bit less overall shine. Now, that's done. I need a pair of glasses. Up and down. Okay, glasses on. No one, no one could tell I have anything on my skin. That's why I was so gaga about this brand, because it is the perfect minimalistic brand to allow you to look like you. It's not offering anything extreme. You know, that's what I like about it. No one could see anything on my skin apart from skin that looks like skin. I'm just going to mattify this bit so it's just the cheekbone that's popping, but it's just this most perfect brand. Everything about it I love. I love the simplicity, the minimalistic nature of it. I love everything because it reminds me of what makeup should be, which is to look like you, to look like your skin, so that you look like you. And that to me is the most important thing, because why would you want to look like someone else? So there you go. That is a full face, almost, of Merit Beauty. Now they do lipsticks and they do lip oils, but for me, this is it. It is about as perfect as it gets. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.